welcome back for another book review. Honestly, after reading this, I was like, maybe I should have saved this for next month. But like, we're on the horizon of Pride Month, but actually, maybe it's a good thing, because then if you want to read this for Pride, honestly, I kind of feel like it would be a great option. So, if you couldn't guess by the title, this thick book is Glamstrology, Discover Your Signature Style with Astrology by Michael Herkes. Maybe that's how you're supposed to say that last name? Yeah, this, spoiler, it's very, very glam. Not me. So this is very feminine. So if you are like a fashionista, girly girl, you like the makeup, the frills, different types of like material for clothing and stuff, and you know how to contour and highlight and whatever else stuff, like what I would consider like femme things, that category, I'm not. I've always been more of a like tomboy type, but like that stuff, this is for you. It's all about that area of life. And you'd think, how did you write an entire book on that with astrology? But actually it's really good because it combines so much information on astrology plus the girly girl femme stuff that again is not me sitting over here in like the most generic, like could not care less. I brushed my hair, that's it. I didn't even dye my hair. I need to, it's getting to that point again, but like no, same makeup routine since I was like 12. So like I am not the intended audience, but it takes fashiony stuff and then adds astrology on top of it. And it goes over specific parts of your chart, so it is highly encouraged to have your complete chart. And so that's your natal chart, your birth chart, and you can usually find them online. I think I did mine through like Cafe Astrology. It's free. There's a lot of other free ones if you want. I know there's some that you can pay for. I don't know that they're better or not. Mine seems fine. I've referenced it multiple times. I just look at the little quick cheat sheet, good to go. But the parts that it focuses on specifically is your sun, your Venus, your ascending, 1st, 2nd, and 10th house. And if you don't know astrology, don't worry, he tells you a little bit. Or I guess they. I think the pronoun was actually they. I'm working on it. Again, Pride Month, here we are. The author, which is ironic because half the time I use they without even thinking about it, but like if I have to actively think about it, that's when my brain trips out. Anyways, they write, first of all, just incredibly, but in the book, it's included that there's a little bit of explaining your chart and a little bit on astrology. Honestly, it's pretty well written, and it's one that I'm planning to buy this book because it's such a good reference guide for the astrology side of things. The fashionista, femme, girly girl bit crap that I don't care about. You know, I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of a person, but also mine was super accurate, because also, like, this book, oh my god, every time. See, this is what's tripping me out. Looks dude, like very fabulous dude, but still dude, so I'm having a hard time. Because some, where they're very, very, very in the center, and you're like, yeah, that's easy to remember. But if you're ever so slightly one way or the other, I always want to autocorrect. I'm working on it. But I'm gonna get it wrong, like the entire video, just so we're clear. Anyways, this book was super accurate. I should just get to the rating. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely loved this book, which is ironic, I know. Not a girly girl, totally a tomboy. Like, I do more for like the guy stuff in our marriage than my husband, but also he's allergic to like air, so if he's outside he's like dying. So like I'm the one who does like the lawnmower, and like I know how to check my oil in my car. I'm the one who, like, if the tire pressure is low, I'm the one getting out putting the air compressor up against it. Like, that's my stuff. I do have one amendment. He does have to get the gas for the car because I refuse. I am a princess and I just cannot be bothered to stop watching TikToks. So it's his job because it's just easier for him to do it, and I just don't want to. So this book for me was like scary accurate. It talked about like for my sun sign, which usually honestly is kind of the most accurate, because always, but sometimes some of the other parts, it was like, I'm intrigued. Like, ironically, I think it was it my 10th house or something? One of mine is in Scorpio, and this book talked about like how one of them is for your like fashion style, and I matched Scorpio so much. Like, if my dream fashion self is like a vampire. Like, I love the overly dramatic dresses that are black with the cute heels and the obviously black hair. This is not my normal hair. You can see the normal hair creeping in, plus a few silvers. But like, that's my speed. I still do like kind of a more subtle goth. Black, red, done. But other parts of it, it was like, for my sun sign, I'm supposed to be overly anxious, and that is me. Also, for like the other signs that it goes through, like I think one of my houses, or Venus or something, was in Gemini, and that combined with my sun being a crab, like all of the different things. I went just through as I was doing it and kept track. I didn't actually take notes on it. I just remembered my own, like, what I thought about it things. And it was like the fashion stuff, I was like, oh my god, like I don't really care, whatever. And then it was like kind of accurate though. It's like, I prioritize comfort above all else. And it's like, yeah. And if you go out, you're gonna need to be prepared. And you dress for all of the weather, usually layers, so that you can have more or less. And I'm like, yeah, actually I do. Like, I usually will always, especially like if I'm going for like a 5 to 10 minute drive and I know the place exactly, I usually won't. But for the most part, I do. I love layers. And it said that, and I was like, okay, maybe you're onto something. Because like, my other ideal, if I'm not going to be my vampire ideal self, my realistic self really loves like t-shirt, jeans, and like flannel kind of thing. Because they're usually not like super, I don't even know if that's like the right thing, because again, I'm not a fashionista. I don't care. But like the checkered-ish looking patterns, like I love those. Usually I like to get the men's because they're a little bit bigger and like they just fit nicer. And like that paired with like a t-shirt, usually a graphic tee, and then like jeans, but I eat through jeans because chub rub is real. So instead I just wear leggings now because it's cheaper to buy a pack of them, and then eventually maybe I can go back to buying jeans again, but they're just too expensive to waste my time. But like, that's my ideal. And then literally it was in the book, and it's like, how do you dress for comfort and layers? And I just don't know that I do the colors per se, but also it's like, it's one of those that you really need to have your whole chart as you're going through this book, because it's like, if my fashion style comes from the Scorpio, yeah, that is it though. Because like, if you think cover shirt, t-shirt, pants, all in like darker black, that's the dream. Is that preferred in Utah heat now? Like, today is supposed to be like, I think high 80s. It's been like pushing 90 all week. So like, wearing that, you're gonna die. But that is my preferred. I like that. And if I could choose my outfits, I usually do lean towards that. Sometimes I like to switch it up and add some color, but usually not. I mean, if I had to pick between the two, I'm gonna pick black every single time. It's my favorite color. But yeah, like, I don't know. There's a lot of it I don't care. I'm not a girly girl. Like, I couldn't even tell you what my makeup brand is. Like, I'm still using the same eyeshadow palette thing that I got at like Kohl's probably 8 years ago. Like, I saw it at a checkout and I was like, cool, done. Don't have to think about it, and I haven't had to think about it since. I just slowly work through the colors, except the more vibrant ones, because that's not who I am. I don't know how to do it good. But like, other than that, I don't know, I'm not a fashion-y person. And it's like, this book talks about like your like specific kind of fabrics that you're supposed to use and enjoy, and I'm like, polyester. Like, I like stretchy, but I also feel like sometimes that just comes down also to like, if you're not skinny, you don't get a lot of options, and your options usually suck. So like, you want better options. Because like mine, like when you're not a skinny person And especially if you have stomach issues where you either are extremely bloated or not, you need like clothes to match that vibe and not try and cut off circulation. So like polyester, it stretches and it doesn't want to kill you. I think that's the material. I don't even know, to be honest. Like, again, I'm not a fashion person. However, I will say it's not always accurate. I didn't go through the whole thing for my husband's, but just his sun sign, it was like a hard no. Like, one of the lines was like, because he's a Leo, he's supposed to like never want boring black flat shoes, and I'm like, no, that is literally his preferred shoe. Like, he literally will seek out a black tennis shoe, and that's it. Like, he will wear that to funerals, to weddings, that's his thing. And so I feel like you definitely need to be a little bit more, like, again, into the, like, girly girl fashionista femme things for this to really apply. Because it barely applied to me, and I'm a girl, and I don't care. So obviously, that's who I'm going to recommend this to. If you are into fashion and makeup and just everything feminine, girly girl stuff, and you're not like you lean on a spectrum of like drag queen to Adam Sandler, you need to lean closer to the drag queen. Me and hubby are way closer to Adam Sandler. Like, this is the first time in like 4 days I've brushed my hair. Like, I usually do not care. I throw it in a braid and that's it. And I don't wear makeup usually, and I still wear the same stuff because I don't care. Like, grab a t-shirt, grab a leggings, call it a day. Same tennis shoes I have had for like a while. 8 years, I think. It's getting close, like maybe not quite that long, maybe 5 years. They're getting a little old, but like still, I have a couple pairs of heels. I never wear them ever, and I don't think husband would ever want any kind of, he would never wear heels anyways because he's a klutz on just any normal day. But also, like, he doesn't even get like fun colored shoes. Like, again, he's not a Leo, I'm telling you. And because it's so wrong for him, it always makes me question for everyone else of like, I fit mine, but I don't know that everyone fits theirs. And I feel like Leo usually gets like the butt end of it, because like not all of them are like the center of attention seekers. That's just one type. So anyways, I would love to know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. A huge thank you to my patrons. If you would like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it's patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day, and until next time, I got some Pride content coming next month. I actually have a lot of those books I'm recording. I have 3 out of the 4 that I'm going to be recording next, actually. And I have 1 more that I gotta pick up from the library. And then I'll have all of my Pride Sunday videos to go. Done. Yeah, getting ahead of my life. And then on Fridays, I have witchy-ish kind of Pride content coming. I wanted to get, like, witchy queer books, but that's, like, not a thing. And, like, Libby? No, absolutely not. Interloan Library? No, absolutely not. There is one book that is available, and I've already done it. And it was like queering your craft or something like that. Something. I did 1, and that's the only one the entire library system has, and I don't have the monies to be going and buying a bunch of books, because there's options out there. They just don't have them. So I'm thinking over the year I'm gonna slowly just accumulate them, and then we'll talk about them next Pride, cause money. But like, I want to do like gay witchcraft. I want to know, Penzac, do tell. Is it going to apply to me? Probably not. But this year's theme is Ace, and I do have things coming so that I can be all decked out, but you're not even gonna see it anyways. But I got my cute earrings coming. It's gonna be glorious, but you're gonna see this anyways because hair, but it's fine. And then I decided one of these days when I like actually like make it, I'm gonna reward myself and I'm gonna get the black ring that we're supposed to have. But I want like a real good one, like this quality good, and they're like a couple $100. So It's gonna be a gift to me when I make it. Is that gonna be when I'm 30? 33? 65? We'll find out. So anyways, if you want to support my chaos Patreon, you can also check out my books. And really, the best thing that honestly really pays the bills is just watch to the end. That's it. Like, comment, so we appease the algorithm gods. And that's it. So anyways, till next time, thank you so much for coming along, and blessed be.